Yeah, how'd you get that name?
I was born there.
Oh,
No,
fair enough.
not really. No, I'd just like to see Big Ron's team against the Blues. I don't really think much of Teddy Cooper's outfit.
Why is that?
I don't know, I mean, everyone's ranting and raving how good they are.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, they're only a third division side.
Yeah.
So I work with a lot of Blues fans, you see.
Yeah.
A bit of stick.
Yeah. I mean, last time they played Birmingham City, there was a 10-goal difference, wasn't there, something? But doesn't appear to me, Denver, as though you know what you're talking about particularly, and you have the honour of being called a dipstick.
Is that right?
Yeah. You in fact, you have become, Denver, you have become the first person to be officially called a dipstick from the new National Indoor Arena.
Oh, great.
Yeah, well done. Thanks very much. 02135940111. If they do draw Aston Villa, you know what it seems to me like, John, is that, you know, I'm not taking anything away from the result on Wednesday. It was a very good result. It looks better if you say, you know, Birmingham City are a poor third division team, or a poor first division club who've gone to a big first division club and got a result. But the situation isn't like that. We know that. We know Birmingham City should have a better team than Luton. That they haven't at the moment is to the shame of Birmingham City, not to the credit of the present team. Now, I won't praise this present club or this present team too highly, which some people who are taken in by the situation seem to want to do. I expect Birmingham City to go to Luton and get a result.
You didn't, though.
Because Luton are a much smaller club than Birmingham City. Yeah, now, the more we let ourselves become used to Birmingham City going to Luton and getting good results, the more you're getting fixed into this role of being a third division setup. And I will stand for that.
Hang on, for goodness sake, hang on just a second, John. They are a third division team, and relatively that's a great performance to go down there against a first division outfit, paying first division wages, first division players. They were slightly quicker, I thought. I didn't think Birmingham were as fit as those, but for 45 minutes Birmingham matched them in play and then battled and defended in the second 45 and will win the match. That deserves as much credit as you can give them.
John Blue Nose here won't see what I'm saying at all, but I think you will see what I'm saying, John, in this situation. I'm glad, I'm pleased for Birmingham City, but I don't want us to see a situation coming where we're like Bury, where we go to places like Luton and get a good result, and we come home back to Bury again saying, what a wonderful job we've done.
You were raving about Villa beating Banik Ostrava, a no-good, useless bunch of part-timers, and you were ranting and raving about it. The same principle's got to apply, for goodness sake.
Well, I don't think I was. I think you're inventing things.
I'm not inventing things, you did.
I think you're inventing the situation, and why are you making comparisons with Villa? Why do Blues fans like yourself always have to compare with Aston Villa?
No, it's not a question of...
Why don't you forget about Aston Villa? Why don't you forget about West Bromwich Albion?
You don't understand
Why don't you be Birmingham City?
You don't understand the point I'm making, and that is that you've got to compare...
I understand very well the point you're making. You're comparing with Aston Villa. That's the point you're making.
Well, no, Birmingham City...
I'm comparing situations, and the situation there was that Birmingham City have gone to a first division club and done very well. Just a second, John. Done very well. Villa went to Banik Ostrava against a team that were useless and won, and you thought that was wonderful. Birmingham City have gone to Luton and done well. You don't think it's wonderful. I just wonder why, just exactly where, how you work it all out in your mind.
Okay, John.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been a third division side now. This is the third season. We're there. There's nothing I'm going to say. I mean, we're there and that's it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we went to Luton. We played extremely well.
Yeah.
They were quicker. They were more fit. They were a first division outfit, as far as I could see.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that they're a bad one. We were there and we battled away. Gleghorn, when he scored his goal, Gleghorn was over the moon, just as much as us.
Yeah.
Now, how can you, George, say that we deserve that result, we expected that result?
John, what I'm saying is it was a good result. It was a fine performance. All credit to Terry and the boys. But look at other results. Swansea have beaten Spurs 1-0, and everyone's come away saying, oh, little Swansea. What a good result for little Swansea. Now, I never want that to happen to Birmingham City. I never want us to go away saying, oh, what a good result for little old Birmingham City. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the difference I'm trying to make here?
Yeah, but at the moment, and for the last 2 and a bit years, we have been little Birmingham. But we'll be back there, and if, like the last guy said, if Birmingham do get Villa in the next round, then I hope that, and a lot of Blues fans hope that.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying there are small-minded people, there are doormats around who will let anything happen to them, take it all on the chin, and come back and say, give me more. And there are people like that around, and I won't stand for it. I don't want to see Birmingham City become little Birmingham City. Haven't they done well? I never want to see that.
Since Ron Saunders, we've had a dreadful time at Birmingham City. Now we're getting a little bit of... all we've done by doing well at Luton is to say to the rest of the Football League, hang on, Birmingham City are still alive and kicking. That's all we've done. That's all we've done. We've got to win the third division yet, but give them credit that's due, for goodness sake.
OK, John, thanks for...
Do you think Blues will get promotion? Truthfully. Yes or no?
At the moment, no.
At the moment, no.
No. I've yet to be... Put it this way, I've yet to be convinced they will get promotion. I will tell you...
How much convincing do you want when they're top of the table? Joint top.
I will tell you when I'm convinced they'll get promotion. If you talk to Terry Cooper, he will say, don't even look at the league table till Christmas.
No,
that's a good message.
Fair enough.
So I won't say they'll get promotion now. I'll stick by what I said before, that Terry Cooper will save them from relegation. I'll go no further than that at the moment. Thanks, Roy. Steve, hello.
Right, George.
Yes, Steve.
We're second from the top of the third division.
Yes.
We get a great result at Luton.
Yes.
And all you do is have a pop at us all the time, don't you?
No.
You do?
No, I don't.
What have they got to do? Win the cup to prove there is life after Villa in the Midlands, or what?
No. What they've got to do is prove they're a big club again. And that's like...
And that's with support,
that's got to be
isn't
step
it?
by
Not with
step.
getting knocked all the time.
I'm not knocking them.
But
It's a great performance.
But hasn't that got to be step by step? You can't just say, be a big club today or tomorrow. You've got to see that they're making progress. Now, you must admit they're making progress.
Yeah, bit by bit.
Well, then, that's okay. Surely that's positive.
I don't call progress staying in the third division.
But, no, we're talking about they've got a good manager, they're top of the joint top of the table, they're doing well in the run belows and all the rest of it. Give them a chance.
They started well last season, didn't they? Didn't they, Steve?
Yeah, they did.
They were unbeaten last year for 13 games, weren't they, Steve?
Yeah, not 8 draws in the 13.
We had the draws, didn't we, George?
Well, so it's a worse start. Hey, it's a worse start this season, isn't
You've
it?
only seen them once, George, ain't you, this season?
Hey, it's a worse start, isn't it?
And no Gale. John Gale's been out. That's been a tremendous blow to Blues. Trevor Matthewson's been out. That was a big blow.
How many times have you seen him, George? Once?
Yeah.
You're always saying you can't make judgments on one-offs.
No, and
you should be listening to Tom.
And they were 2 down in 15 minutes.
Tom, yeah, because you're the jinx, ain't you?
Oh, they came back to win. 021359401. The fans realise what you're trying to do. You're not settling for third best, which is what Birmingham City are at the moment. Mick, hello, Mick.
Hello, George.
Yes.
Right. I just wanted to know your personal view on that idiot that sits next to you at every game or every time you're on the radio.
Thank you very much. He was an idiot. You must be an Albion or Villa fan.
Well, I'm an Albion supporter.
Thought so. There you go.
Let me tell you something. We're top. You've been going on the last couple of weeks that you're top of the division. We're top of the division. What do you got to say about that?
You're not top, you're joint top.
We are top.
You're joint top.
If that was the final game, we would have had the championship trophy.
I'll tell you what, I had the same argument today with Craig Shakespeare. It isn't the end of the season, okay?
Okay.
Anyway.
Let's Nick, before you go any further, who's in first position in the third division? Tom?
West Bromwich Albion FC.
I said that without moving my lips.
Could Tom answer the same question?
In the league table, as it's printed,
who is in first position?
There are 2 teams on 17 points. West Bromwich Albion are in first spot.
Right. Okay, Nick, carry on.
Right, thank you. Anyway, about this evening mail thing, I don't want to talk to him no more.
It's to very good effect. Looked at starkly, you'd think the guy was balmy, but I think he's very, very clever in what he's been doing. Very clever indeed. But yeah, you're right. I mean, why should he not ban us for calling him balmy?
Yeah,
because he knows it's been done constructively. That's the reason.
By the way, can I make a point?
No, you can't. Let me go on. No, you can't. No, you can't. Nick, go on.
Just very quickly.
No, you can't. Nick, go on.
Just make a point.
No, you can't. Nick, go on.
But the evening mail, have a pop.
We believe you've got the side that'll win the title. So don't get going at me.
Yeah,
just
because... Can I also say, Tom? All right, Tom, let me have my point now. Can I just say, right, you were saying that Albion were a one-man team. Now, we scored more goals than Birmingham City.
Good point.
Right, we are higher in the table.
I'm having a chat. No, Nick, I think be serious now for a minute. With Don Goodman in the team, Albion are going to take some stopping. Without him, it's a struggle. Now, that is
so they've
fact.
struggled to get to the top of the third division,
I didn't think... excuse me. I didn't think it was a struggle against Peterborough.
No.
I didn't think it was a struggle. I mean, OK, we defended well at Chester on... I was there at Chester on Saturday. We defended well.
Let's
What about what?
Nick, let's sort this out here and now. Do you repeat that charge that...
I think...
let me finish.
I'm going to tell you.
Do you repeat the charge that West Bromwich Albion are a one-man team?
No, I don't.
Excuse me, he's not talking to you. Hang on.
I would like
Hang
to
on,
see...
him.
Can I just say something?
Well, no, you can't. Just let me answer his question.
Gentlemen.
Oh, that's nice. I was an idiot 3 minutes ago.
No, OK, all right. I'm a bit more calm now. Can I just say something, right? Can I just say that if I was Bobby Gould, I would sell Don Goodman now, and I would buy a couple of players to go up front, and I tell you what, we'll win that league with Don Goodman or without him.
How many forwards do you want?
No, a sidetrack. Will you now retract that statement?
No, I will say, if you don't have Don Goodman, if he's out injured, if you spend £1 million that you get for him on forwards is a different thing, but if he's out the team, West Bromwich Albion will not win that division.
No, we will.
Are you saying again West Bromwich Albion are a one-man
I
team?
didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Nick, did I say that?
Yes, you did. You did. You just said West Brom won't get promotion.
I said they won't get the goals.
Are
That's
you
the thing.
saying they are a one-man team?
They won't get goals. Watch the lips. They won't get goals.
Goodman's only played at 2 league games, and we've already the top scorers in the division.
Well,
He's only played 2 league games.
Excuse me, I'll just remind you that the league is not a marathon. It's not a sprint, rather. It's a marathon.
You're not answering the
There's
question.
a long way to go.
You're not answering the question.
You're not
answering the question. Are the Albion a one-man team?
No, they're not a one-man team in that sense, but without Don Goodman, they won't win the league.
So you're apologising?
No, I'm not apologising. I didn't say anything like they're a one-man team.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Nick, we get no sense here. I'm sorry, got to move on. Mick, hello, Mick.
Your facts right before you start saying that Luton are playing badly this season.
Awful.
The reason they're second from bottom is they've got 1 point away from home in 6 matches. Their home record, they've won 2, drawn 1 and lost 1. So the actual drawing at Luton was a good performance on anybody's standards.
No, I don't think it was a good performance, it was a good result.
Good result.
Yeah.
How can you say
That's all I've got to say.
How can you say it wasn't a good performance?
Because Luton were the better team on the night.
Who says?
Of course they were. You came back saying the same thing yourself.
I didn't. What I said was that for 45 minutes, Blues more than matched them. For the second 45 minutes, they were the better side in the second 45 minutes in terms of possession. But with 6 minutes to go, Birmingham City were leading 2-1.
Yeah, anyway, why are we arguing about Birmingham City's performance or result? It was a good result, and it sets them up for the second leg.
Because you decried it a little bit earlier on.
Swansea beat Tottenham 1-0.
Who cares about Swansea and Tottenham?
Will Swansea go through?
I don't care about Swansea or Tottenham.
Mick.
Good evening. Hello, good evening, George.
Good evening, Alan.
I listen to this programme every week. I'm a first-time caller, and I listen to it week in, week out. And sometimes it amazes me, some of the sweeping statements that you make, right? If you was the chairman of Birmingham City, George...
Yes.
Would you be happy with what we were now? Would you be pleased with the position that they are in the table?
Yes.
Right. How could he improve Birmingham City at the moment? Tell me.
By spending more money.
Okay, that's the easiest thing in the world.
You mean like other clubs in the Midlands have done?
George, that's the easiest thing in the world to say, well, spend. If we ain't got any money, we can't spend, right? And we ain't got any money, so let's forget about the part.
Let me ask you a question.
This is a phony. Let me have my point here, because you always seem to jump in when people want to get the point over.
Go on.
Now, the point I would like to try and make is to you, if Birmingham's performance at Luton the other night was an average performance, and I'll say, any result away from home, whether you're playing a 4th division side, any result away from home is a good result if you can get a point at least. So they've done well there. Yes. So if Birmingham's performance, really, and we've been talking a lot about Birmingham's performance tonight, if their performance at Luton was only an average performance, what about the Villa's performance at Grimsby after spending nearly £5 million? I mean, we should be discussing how bad Ron Atkinson is doing over there at the moment, because he's spending money like he's gone out of fashion, and we're out there in the league at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think, now you're asking me, I don't think Villa's performance at Grimsby was a good one. I don't think the result was a good one.
It wasn't a good one. Compared and relevant to Birmingham's performance, it was a disaster. Yeah?
Relatively speaking, I think he's right.
I'll tell you something. If you give me a call after the second legs have been completed, we might have a better conversation.
George, at the end of the day, you can only chip away. It's slowly catch the monkey. Birmingham are a third division team. No ifs, buts and maybe.
No, they're a third division club.
Hold on a minute, they're a third division team, okay? Because the ground is a little bit better than third division, because every time somebody comes there, mate, they think they're playing at Wembley. So let's just get that point apart. The point I'm trying to make to you is, we've got to get out the third division. And I don't personally care if they kick the ball 17 foot up in the air and people chase it, we score a goal. We can't play football getting out the third division. We've got to get out. We've got one of the best managers in the game, right? Because every time I talk to him, I'm listening to him. And I'm thinking, he's right. So Kumar has got a good manager. And this guy will get us out the third division. And I don't know how you can make a sweeping statement to say that Birmingham are not going to go up this year, or they're going to be saved from relegation.
I'll give you one little example. Only one little example, and it'll just give you some idea of what I'm talking about. If I said to you, and put your hand on your heart now, mate, and put your hand on your heart, if I say to you, a first division club comes in for Simon Sturridge and offers £600,000.
Sell him tomorrow, George. I'd sell him.
Oh, well, you're as bad as everybody else then.
George, can I just tell you the reason why?
Why?
Because I think that Simon Sturridge could possibly become a first division player. And I think we're 2, 3, maybe 4 years off of being a first division side. I think Terry Cooper, and it's a big if here, if we could have the 600,000 to spend on rebuilding the team, not 200 or 300, if we could have the 600,000 or $500,000 to spend on the team, I think we should take it.
Well, I'm sorry, but you are the second person this evening to be called a dipstick live from the National Indoor Arena.
Don't you think that, I mean, nobody wants to see Sturridge go, but don't you think that's a very logical and well thought out and well, if you don't mind me saying, Alan, well said statement?
So you're in favour of selling Simon Sturridge as well?
Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
So there's two Blues fans in favour of selling Simon Sturridge. I'm sure Simon Sturridge is delighted to hear it. I'm sure the rest of his players are delighted to hear it. I'm sure Terry Cooper's delighted to hear it, because it only goes one way. Down, 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 down.
Words in my mouth. I didn't say I was happy to sell Simon Sturridge, but if somebody came in and offered $1 million, and Simon Sturridge was going to a first division club, and as Alan said, and the very big important point Alan made was that if all the money went to Terry Cooper for rebuilding the team, then it makes sense.
Yeah, but it wouldn't. You know it wouldn't. Alan knows it wouldn't.
Oh, here we go again.
I know it wouldn't.
How do you know?
I know it wouldn't. If Birmingham, you know and I know,
don't
that
tell
if
me what
a
I know.
club
If you
came
know,
in
fine. I don't know.
Simon Sturridge, they would bite their hand off for the money. And that is what is preventing Birmingham City becoming again the club it should be. Until that mentality ceases, the mentality you have and the people like you, until that ceases, they will not be a big club. That's the point I'm making from A to Z.
What about selling David Platt? Was that different?
For £5.5 million?
And they haven't replaced him yet.
And they didn't want to sell him.
Replaced him
He
yet.
didn't want to sell him.
Don't tell me that rubbish. If they'd have made the financial package attractive enough like the Italians, it'd have stayed.
021-359-4011.
I want to know,
yes.
Are you a Villa fan?
No.
Are you?
No.
Well, every time I go to a Villa function, an end of season dinner, you're on the top table. And you are ranting and raving how great Villa are. So, somewhere along the line, I've got it wrong, my mind's warped.
Name one occasion where I've ranted and raved on Villa's. Name one occasion.
You've actually stated what a great team Aston Villa are, what a great club, they're all going, straight to the top. You've been there.
When? Name one.
Every single Villa function, end of season dinner that they've had.
Listen to me. Name one.
Name one what?
Function.
The last function. Are you at the next function that they're having on the 21st of October or not?
Not that I know of. No, I've not been invited.
Oh, you've not been invited?
No, I've not been invited.
But you are going to be on the top table.
Well,
otherwise, I'm seeing a ghost.
Well, I shan't be.
I'm seeing like You're identical brother, I'm sure.
Well, I may have been in the past at functions. I do go out sometimes, you know. I do get invited somewhere and go out sometimes. I also go to Albion functions and Birmingham City functions.
Yeah.
I'll go where anyone invites me. I'll come round to your house and have a cup of tea tonight if you like. Does that make me a fan of yours?
But I'm a Birmingham City supporter, and every time I'm at a Villa function, because I have to go there on business, you're there on the top table.
Oh, dear.
You're there on the top table.
So what do they do? They twist your arm, put you in a straitjacket and take it on to a Villa function, do they?
Well, unfortunately, you see, I will have to admit one thing, that you do tend to get a lot of business by supporting, by actually bringing to the first division customers.
Let me just understand this. It's your business, so you go along to Villa functions. It ain't my business, is it? It ain't my business.
You're always there. You're always there.
Oh, but it ain't my business to go along there, is it? I'm only covering sport, so it ain't my business to go along to a Villa function.
You're actually supporting the Villa team by your statements. You're actually one of the speakers who gets up and introduces everybody.
What if I rang you up at your house and said, Hey, Steve, I've seen you at Villa functions. You're a Villa fan. What would you say to that?
Well, so what you're actually saying, you're not a Villa. How many Blues functions have you been to then?
Anyone I'm invited to.
How many?
The last one?
How many?
I don't know how many. I don't count. I don't go back home and tick them off.
But you can't remember how many Villa functions you've been to, because I can name at least 3 or 4.
Well, I mean...
Over a very short period of time.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get... You say you're not a supporter of any particular Midlands club. You generally like to watch the Midlands team.
Yes.
One-eyed. I'm sorry, were you one-eyed?
I'm not. 021359401.
Can you put Tom on, please?
Why?
Because only, I think it was about 4 weeks ago, he called me King of the Cuckoos for thinking that Albion were a one-man team. And tonight, he's gone openly on the airwaves.
I actually said that.
He's gone against that.
Excuse me, I wanted this properly. Excuse me.
I remember him.
Excuse me.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest. I remember him.
Yes, you remember Tom saying the Albion were a one-man team and wouldn't be top of the table.
No, he's saying I didn't.
What?
He's saying I didn't.
Carry on. Let's hear what he's going to say. Go on, Andy, go on.
He came on and openly...
What did he say, Andy? Tell us what he said.
The Albion were a one-man team.
Right.
And he has been proved horribly wrong.
Correct.
No, what do you mean horribly wrong? How can you say that when you... What do you think the team will be? Do you think Goodman will play tomorrow?
I don't care if he doesn't.
Oh, you don't care?
We'll still win.
We're the top of the table without
him, We'll still be top of the table, and nothing about this joint top. We are top.
Yeah.
We are not joint top, we are top.
Come on, don't be petty.
I'm not being petty. You're the petty.
Well, I'll tell you what, okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. You're top, fine. I accept that. You're top on merit with better goal difference. Okay?
You did
happy
say
with that?
You did say
and I did say that. What I'm trying to make out is that without Don Goodman, you will not win the third division.
But they're top without him.
Okay.
True, yes, George.
Birmingham are top without John Gale, but if he's out all season, they won't be there or thereabouts. They've got to have John Gale back. Blues are there or thereabouts without him. Doesn't mean that if over the whole 40-odd games you will be.
Yeah, no, I think what you're trying to say here, Tom, is...
Why do you keep telling me what I'm trying to say? I know what I'm trying to say. I'm saying it.
Yeah, but you're actually trying to say something which is so obvious. A child of 3.
Well, why don't you understand it then?
Because it's so pathetically childish. What you're saying is West Bromwich Albion would be a better team with Don Goodman than without him.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying without him, they will not win that division. Which, if you like to if you want to interpret that as being a one-man team, then go ahead.
No, you said it. Yes, Andy.
I'll take no notes for Tom.
No,
that's
very kind of you.
Totally go against what he said.
Yeah, hang on. I remember all you Albion fans when they'd lost, 3 or 4, and they were struggling. You were all ringing up, and you were ready to commit suicide.
I wasn't.
Yes, you all were. That's why I called you a cuckoo.
Bobby Gould 100%. And at the end of the season, we will be there.
I hope Albion, and I think they will win the division. With Goodman fit, I think they'll win the division. Because I think all round they're a stronger, better setup than a lot of teams. And I said Blues will be there or thereabouts. What do you want? Blood?
Yes, that would be nice. Let's go to... I think Graham Taylor was a superb manager and is a superb manager, and the part I played in helping him make him England manager, I'm very proud of. And it's about time we had an England manager who doesn't live down in London and read the London papers and listen to Cockneys like yourself. And by the way, you're the third tonight. Officially, you're a Cockney dipstick, OK? Thanks for your call. 021, exactly my point, Steve. Thank you very much. Gary, hello, Gary.
George?
Yes?
I've never heard a bloke take so much stick in my life as you did, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
You're doing a very good job there, mate. Keep up with the good work.
Thank you very much. I shall carry on. Thank you for that support from the National Indoor Arena. For me and him, a very good evening. Adam.
Hello, George.
Yes, Adam.
Hello, George.
Yes, Adam.
One thing to put Birmingham City right, George.
Yes.
Before the matches, I'd make them eat banana sandwiches.
Yes. Why'd you say that?
Give them more energy, George.
Just stay there. Can you trace this call? Thanks very much. Yeah, carry on. I got him. Hey, straight away, coward. Michael.
Hello, George.
Yes, Michael.
One good thing Aston Villa could do.
Yes.
Is swap squads with Liverpool. Great team. See them midweek. Brilliant. They're going to win the league. Top stuff, eh, George?
How would they actually go about swapping the squad with Liverpool, Michael?
Well, it's their dreams, isn't it? That's the only way they're going to win anything.
Yeah, so you're being sarcastic, basically, are you?
Basically, George, yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much.
In 92, they won't be going ha ha ha. Because I firmly believe, even though we have no money, we will be Division 3 champions. And I also firmly believe that Birmingham City will not even get into the playoffs. For one reason. That they keep going on and on about this club being such a big club, and they are not. They are a small tin pot club who are run by people who know nothing about the game. A bit like the Albion, but at least we've got the quality squad to go up. You're playing a 35-year-old donkey, if you want to call him that, up front in midweek at Stoke. And I firmly believe that the Birmingham City bubble has now burst, and we shall now, from now on, see the real Birmingham City. And I think...
Why are you letting this man with his malicious go at Birmingham City? Why are you letting him continue?
Remember at the beginning of the season,
There goes Spartacus leaping to the defence.
No, I'm asking your opinion. He's being abusive about a professional footballer in this area, and you're allowing him to go on.
No.
Why? I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to George. Why?
I'm listening to him.
George predicted in August.
That 35-year-old donkey has played a lot of games in the First Division for quality clubs. Right, and he was filling in a position with a team that was struggling horrendously with injuries.
Yes, and not a quality club either, are they?
Well, I think you're being stupid.
Playing for a non-quality club.
Well, you're being stupid. West Bromwich Albion are a quality club, so are Aston Villa and so are Wolverhampton Wanderers. You're being absolutely stupid and small-minded.
Who made you? Just a second. Who made you Birmingham City's minder?
I'm not, but I'm just... Excuse me. Well, you certainly don't do anything to say anything positive about them, so somebody has to.
Now, can we carry on? Can you go to the conclusion of your argument or your statement? I will then either agree with you or disagree with you, but I'd like to hear you through. Go on.
Right, and the backing is open to question.
OK, Wilf, I better stop you there, because we're all getting tired of your voice at the moment.
Can I make a point? Would you mind?
Yes, OK.
Wolf spoke a lot of sense, but the thing that bothers me is that he's in favour of a Super League, and the man that is behind the Super League. I tell you, this Premier League is the death knell for a lot of clubs. The fat cat clubs will get fatter, and the 3rd and 4th Division clubs will get poorer, that's for sure. You can tut all you like.
Oh, don't you ever pontificate like that.
Tut away. I'm not pontificating.
Ever
it's
pontificate
a point.
Like that.
It's a point. That's all it is. It's a point.
I am sick to death of hearing and talking about the Premier League. I find it boring.
Oh, yeah. Put your head in the sand as much as you like.
Boring.
It'll do away with a lot of clubs.
The Premier League is boring. I don't want to talk about it. Talk about football, footballers, clubs, personalities. That's what football's about.
You won't have any clubs left if the fat cats get fatter.
Oh, how'd you know?
Well, how do you know they won't?
Oh, Nigel, I don't want to talk about it. Nigel.
Hello.
Last night. What?
All right. Listen to your show a lot, you know, because I work with Albion fans and Blues, and we have the good banter. The Blues, you know, you listen to all these Blues fans, they think they've won the league, don't they? But what I would like to say, George, I was listening to that first comment, I agreed with them entirely. They lack strength in depth, mate.
Stoke fan?
A Stoke fan, yeah.
Don't you ever come on this programme again. Don't you ever come on here as a Stoke fan. Don't you ever come on this programme again as a Stoke fan.
Hey, can I work with Tom, George?
No. Yeah. Mark, hello, Mark.
Hello, Blues fan here.
Yes, Mark.
I hope the Villa gets stuffed tomorrow. And do you like banana sandwiches?
Yes. I happen to think, talking back to Nigel, he's right.
Did you tell people I like banana sandwiches?
I don't know whether you do, and you know what?
Have you leaked that information
and do you know
to
something
anybody?
else? Do you know something else? I don't know why anybody, or me, gives a tuppenny tinker's cuss whether you like 'em or you don't.
I'm not sure Tuppenny Toss was better than Tinker's Cuss.
I was almost at the Tuppenny Toss stage. But Blues do lack strength in depth, and there's no question. A couple of Blues fans says Blues were second best without a shadow of a doubt. Stoke were the better team and deserved to win on the night. But with 5 players back, which is what it'll be when they meet on January the 4th, what a game that promises to be. You do like bananas, don't you?
I'm peeling one now. It's not even my banana.
And you're eating it. Oh, enjoy it. But certainly Blues do lack strength in depth, I think, and we're coming to a stage now, the winter months, where injuries are far more regular than in the summer months, and it'll happen. Blues will struggle unless they have a squad that can cope.
021 359 4011. Vic.
Hello, George.
Yes, Vic.
Speak to me, George.
Yes, Vic.
Oh, we'd just like to say banana sandwiches are
Don't
great.
you ever come on here. Don't you ever come on here in space and say speak to... Don't you ever do that again.
Can I just make a point? If the Premier League's boring, the banana sandwiches and the loonies who talk about them are even more boring.
Excuse me, a mouthful.
With a banana sandwich.
Nicky.